All right, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Andersen. I am Zach Andersen. Today we are here at White House Productions in Shelton for the 5th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Ian Biggs. So thank you so much for being on the show.
Absolutely.
So now I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as they have something to do with the letters of your name. So we'll start with I. Who are your biggest musical influences?
Well, there's a lot. I'm a huge Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. That certainly, I think that band got to me when I was at a formative age. But a lot of people on the local level, Mighty Purple, the Rogers Brothers were a huge influence for me, and still are. I still learn from them. Pencil Grass. I mean, so I try not to tune anything out. I want to absorb everything. But Jimi Hendrix, Rage Against the Machine. There's a lot of people that are new now or new in the last several years that I've certainly been listening to. Mumford & Sons, Ed Sheeran, people like that. So I really think all music is good. Just some of it's a little better.
Oh yeah. What age did you start playing, and what age did you start performing?
I think I was like maybe a sophomore in high school, so 16. I was always singing and stuff, in like the school chorus or whatever, and I played other instruments when I was younger, but I didn't start playing guitar until I was maybe 15, and pretty quickly started writing songs and started a band. I think I thought I was way better than I actually was. I mean, I still do, you know what I mean? But yeah, so around then, sophomore year of high school.
All right. Any new upcoming projects we can look forward to?
Yeah, so I've been recording a ton lately. I do almost all my recording at home, which is kind of nice because I can, instead of like booking time in a studio, I can just kind of do it when it's, I'm in the mood for it. I've been playing live a ton, so it hasn't, haven't quite balanced it out. But I have a ton of material. A lot of it's recorded, not all of it's mixed. And I'll probably wind up putting out an EP sometime in the next several months. I'm just trying to, shed some of the songs and figure out what songs. I'd rather put out a shorter project and have it be really tight instead of having, a ton of album tracks. So I can't give you a definite timeline for any of this, but yes, there will be some new material soon.
Looking forward to it. What is your beverage of choice while performing?
Water. Lots of water.
Is there an instrument that you do not play that you would absolutely love to, or at least attempt to?
Well, I'm a pretty god-awful drummer. I mean, I can hold a beat down, but I just can't seem to coordinate all my limbs. I really wish I could play the drums. I mean, then I could really be my own rock band.
Right.
But, thanks to technology, a lot of times I don't have to play the drums anymore.
Right. How many guitars and what kind of guitars do you own?
Ooh.
Do you have a favorite that you?
How much time do we have in this interview? Got quite a few. None of them are all that nice. But I just have a lot of low-end guitars. I finally, maybe 2 years ago, decided to buy a nice guitar. I bought a Martin G Series that I absolutely love. I have it here today. I'm going to play it today. The thing just sounds amazing. I leave the EQ flat. I leave the EQ on the board flat, and it just sounds so good. So I've been playing that a lot lately. I think I have roughly 10 guitars, maybe between 10 and 15 guitars. But most of them are not that nice. I have a Telly that I love. Put some DiMarzio pickups in it, and it just rips. I really basically play 3 guitars. So if you want to buy some of them, if anyone wants to buy them, I could unload these.
Do you have any memorable or funny gig stories, like one that stands out above all?
Well, I can think of 2 that are pretty funny. The first was I was on tour with an artist on Atlantic named Katie Tiz, who's like a British pop singer, and I had just met her. I'd actually met her at Soundcheck because I flew out to Ohio for the first show, and we were on stage and met her at Soundcheck, and it was one of these sort of big amphitheater type places, and it was the the big radio summer show for whatever the iHeartRadio program is in wherever we were in Ohio. I don't remember where we were. So anyway, it's time for us to go on. There's like 10,000 people there, and it's open air, and we're about to go on. And we're just kind of hanging out on the side of the stage, and a bird just takes a crap on me, all over my. It didn't get in my hair or my face or anything, but on my shirt. And it, so I had this big sort of like white blob, and I didn't have time to go change. We were like announcing, so we had to go on. So somebody gave me a paper towel and just kind of smudged it around. It looked like an Affliction shirt, and I was ready to go and played the show with bird shit on me. The other one is I was playing with the band Lion's Teeth, who the Lion's Teeth guys, at the St. Patrick's Day parade at Analyphes, and we had played our last song, and we'd been partaking in St. Patrick's Day, and I wasn't drinking my proper drink of choice during the show that day. I think I had a few Guinness, and I had to pee really bad, and which is every musician's like worst nightmare. Is like, oh my god, I have to pee on stage. What do I do? So I made it through to the last song, and we played the last song, and I immediately got off the stage and ran by. We were in this giant tent, and I knew the line to the bathroom would be incredibly long. There was no dressing room there or anything, so ran behind and found a comfortable spot behind the tent. But what I didn't realize is that the rest of the band hadn't gotten off stage because the crowd was cheering us on for an encore, and they didn't know where I went. And Chris got on the microphone and said, I don't know where Ian is. And so they started chanting my name, and the crowd started chanting my name. Before I knew it, there was 500 people chanting my name while I was peeing, which was actually kind of amazing.
They were rooting for you.
They were. I can't quite describe the experience, but everyone should try it at some point.
How do you decide what songs to play at any given set? Is it already planned out, or do you just go with the flow?
I typically don't plan it out. It depends. If it's a really short set, like a half-hour set, a lot of times I'll have a rough idea of what songs I want to play. But I'll always have a batch. Let's say I plan on doing 6 tunes, I'll have like 8 or 9 in mind.
Yep.
And for a longer set, I really don't plan it at all. I just I try to judge the crowd, see how they're feeling, see what their energy's like, see what would be appropriate for the mood. If I should play something upbeat, something slow, play a cover, if it's a crowd that maybe isn't familiar with me. So I probably should be more professional and write out a set list, but I think, when I play with my full band, they probably would appreciate that more, but sometimes you just gotta wing it.
Oh, yeah. Now, I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourself that many people might not know.
Interesting or random facts. I'm a dual citizen, citizenship with the United Kingdom, which is pretty cool because if I go play over there, I don't have to worry about the visa anywhere in the EU. So it's actually been incredibly useful. What else is interesting? Maybe I'm just not that interesting. I have a Grammy. I didn't win it. It's not my Grammy.
You have a Grammy.
But my family, it's really my parents have it. It's at their house. Inherited it from, I guess it was my grandfather's cousin. It was this organist named E. Power Biggs, who was pretty dope, and he, I think, was pretty famous for reinventing box fugues, and he won a Grammy for Best Chamber Music Performance. This is well before I was born. It was a long time ago, late '60s maybe. But now we have it, and it's really kind of vintage and cool.
Yep. Least favorite food? Something you wouldn't want to touch.
Tuna. Well, any fish. I don't like fish. I wish I did. It's relatively healthy.
Right.
But tuna fish, it just sort of makes me vomit inside. Or vomit.
Outside, yeah. All right, well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Looking forward to your set.
Yeah,
if you'd like to check out Ian Biggs, please visit the link below. And now we will cut to a performance from Ian Biggs. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
The subliminal messaging of my childhood is coming back to haunt me at the show right now. I want a Big Mac. Preservatives, yes. I might be an optimist, well, I'm no optometrist, but this looks pretty good to me so far. This looks pretty good to me so far. And I get a lot of shit for falling in love at the first kiss, and here we go again. And here we go again. When your hair comes down and the sun comes up, we don't need to stop. We're two in love. We can dance all night and sleep all day, but I can't remember your name. No, I can't remember your name. But what a dilemma. Was it Maggie or Jane? Jenny or Emma? And I've got no choice but to ask you the question, 'cause I simply can't remember. Well, that's the hardest I've ever been hit. Your open hand across my chin. Oh baby, please, please don't get so pissed. Just remember the taste of my lips. And when your hair comes down and the sun comes up, I'm trying to be diplomatic, but I'm too damn drunk. She's got the devil in her eyes, I'm running scared. Well, she took pity on me when she smelled my fear. She took pity on me when she smelled my fear. So she said, just shut up and kiss me at a later time. You can blame it on the whiskey, 'cause her name is just something for your father and your mother used to tell you apart from your sisters and your brothers. And it's not that big a deal. No, it's not that big a deal. When your hair comes down and the sun comes up, we don't need to stop. We're two in love. We can dance all night and sleep all day. And I won't even know my name. Yeah, I won't even know my name. I might be an optimist, so let's have a lot of kids. We can name them Maggie and Jane, Jenny and Emma,